In 2000, Act 228 made medical cannabis legal in Hawaii. Today, medical cannabis patients and their caregivers are still prosecuted by the state of Hawaii.
The chemists press the pills while the hippies in the hills plant the next generation, grow the next strain.
We are the hiccup in the system. We're not going to stand silent. We're going to fix this, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make these guys stop picking on medical cannabis users.
We've got those hippies in the hills and them doctors scripting pills down in the valley below. Grab your horse and your vaporizer. Come on, let's go.
So you recognize State's Exhibit 311?
I do.
Okay, that was an email sent by you
Yes, it was.
to Mr. Roth.
That's correct.
You said, I'm trying to understand why Mike Ruggles is facing jail time.
I can read that also. I read it also. That's what I said. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And remember when the legislature was trying to persuade voters to impose a special tax just for funding education?
Yes.
Okay, and you were a supporter.
Yes.
True that you said you feel so strongly about this, that is the possibility that Mr. Ruggles may be facing jail time. I feel so strongly about this, Mitch. If Mike goes to jail, I will be screaming about it at every opportunity and more.
Yes, and I will be.
Okay, and what's the more?
I don't know.
As a state senator, you have input as to state funding for various organizations, is that right?
You might say that.
Is that an inference to that there may be some adverse consequences to the funding of the law enforcement and prosecuting attorneys?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you.
We interrupt this testimony for a public service message. Did we hear correctly? Is the prosecutor worried would threaten the police department and prosecutor's office budget? Really? Hawaii News Now ran a story quoting criminal defense attorney Miles Briner, quote, "They, the prosecutor's office and the police department, all get matching funds to enforce federal drug laws," end quote. Add administrative forfeiture to the equation, and law enforcement in Hawaii can confiscate up to $100,000 worth of personal property of Hawaii residents without judicial involvement if police suspect federal drug law violation. This has been so lucrative for the state that the county budget adds $5 million a year under administrative forfeiture. In other words, the county anticipates gaining $5 million a year by stealing and extorting Hawaii residents out of their personal property. Is anyone else thinking this is wrong on so many levels?
I've got those hippies in the hills and them doctors scripting pills down in the valley below. Grab your horse and your flask and your vaporizer. Come on, let's go.